So I'm a little bit torn on this lure. On one side, the lure's always been in my tackle box. I've at least had one of them in there for a very long time. On the other, it's not my favorite lure. And I guess the more I think about it, that's gotta be okay, right? Like, not every lure can be your favorite lure. But recently I tested 2 brand new colors in the range, and now it's accounted for my PB Bream, the biggest one that I have ever caught. There's a bit of a story behind it. There is also a giveaway, but let me start at the top. So on the 6th of October last year, I get a ding on my phone early morning, and this is the photo that is waiting for me. Spike, upgrade lure, good general all-purpose, multi-species. Me, wait, what? This color? Our guys told us we needed it. 20 days after that conversation, these arrive in the mail. Now, here's points to note. When I messaged him, he said the ball bearing provides a large rattle, and it also jams to the rear, so when you cast, it goes far. You might remember that I mentioned something similar to this in the double clutch video, but in the double clutch, it runs along a guide so that the weight doesn't rattle on the side of the lure. That's a little bit different in this Spike though. They want the rattle, so the ball bearing is free to move, and it makes quite a large rattle around. Now, the color is a great color. I'll cut some cutaway here, but I've used it heavily on the Echo Gear 390 SX40 long cast, the LC. And truthfully, this color is similar, but it is not the same. The 390 Echo Gear was a master at the clear water, you know, that bluish, cleared, gorgeous water that's around boat hulls at Sydney Harbour, for example. But that prawn pattern worked really, really well. It's a bomb color. Daiwa's version of the color glows in the water. It's kind of like this blue, indigo, purpley color. And I tried to film it, but the footage was just out of focus and it didn't work. I wish I could have shown you that, but my bad. Best way I could describe it is think about the motor oil rub. In the water, that motor oil green pops, particularly in those low light scenarios. You know, it's got this streak about it. We've all seen it glisten in the water. That is the same. It's got this bluey indigo glow around it whilst it's being swum, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was unexpected, and I actually kind of like it. I'd hold it up and show you, but this is the reason that I cannot. Hit. See the birds fly above. Another hit. On a cold and bitter day. Gonna run out of right.
Yeah, boom. No, hit again. Oh, he's got weight. Oh, he's got size too. Oh, he's got my f***ing lure.
This is the second color that was sent to me, and it now equates for my largest Bream, my PB Bream. I'll show you some footage of that in a minute, but this guy is getting retired today. It's not getting thrown again until it is overtaken, I guess, on the mantle. A big shout out to Daiwa Australia for the second time this week. They are donating to the channel one of every one of these lures in their new 2021 product range. That's 12 of them. They're valued at 25 bucks a piece, and I'll be giving them away next Sunday, 1 week from today. To enter, I want you to comment below on what your favorite waterway in Australia is. Represent your local if you want, but I want to hear it. You'll also need to like and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get your lures as soon as they get into Australia. So we're at the Reel It In Victorian Bream Challenge. It's the first year they've run this. It's a catch photo release comp, and my day one fishing this tournament looks like this. It's got to be one of the best banging days that I've had on the water in 2020. And I have 3 quick sessions in the one day. One by myself early in the morning, one with the boy later in the day, and then I go again after lunch. Probably spent about 7 hours on the water, so not an extended period, but I'll throw down here what I also caught the fish on below. At the end of day one, these are my 3 biggest fish, and these are the details. So I get back to the place that we're staying with a pretty big smile on my face. I think I've had a great day, but to be honest, on day 2, I want to upgrade at least once. I've got a little tiny little guy in there. It would be really nice to get him up to the same level as the other and have a really nice 3-bag average. And we're staying with Ben and Tyler from Chasing Fish. They also have a YouTube channel. I'll throw a link up there. Great guys. So I say to Ben and Tyler, hey, come with me and we'll go for a fish together, and they both punch pretty close to their PBs on day 2. I'm actually really excited about the day they had as well, so I'll throw the link in the comments for that video. You can see how their day panned out, maybe get some little bit more info. So we're out early in the morning at sunrise, and I think that's probably about 5 a.m. here, October in Victoria. I start the first fish off in the morning with a bent minnow. It's not the biggest one, but you know, it's a lot of fun on the surface. I then get my upgrade I was looking for immediately after that on the Daiwa Bait Junkie grub in the motor oil. I'm stoked. From then, as we move forward in the system to the river mouth, this is the fish that he pumps out with.
Yeah! How good is that?
He'll be trying to get back to that snag.
Oh, he's a tall one. He's really nice and tall, this one.
So as we get back to the front of the system, my head thinks, oh man, I wish I just had one more upgrade, one more giant kick. It would be really good. What a way to cap off the weekend. Hey, he did say the Spike was an upgrade lure. I'm gonna crank it into the sand. It's meant to go 9 foot deep. Now, all 3 of us are here are in no more than 2.5 foot of water, and we're cranking lures and jamming them straight into the sand, creating a bunch of commotion. The fish will be facing away from us because the tide's coming towards us. We're gonna cast into that tide and then pull the lures back as natural bait. These fish that are hanging behind these little twigs and sticks and logs that you can see here will come out of those areas and smash lures that are just going past.
Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it. Many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon.
The next fish is my PB. Now I know you don't see the exact spot that I casted, but this is the log here in some separate footage. The casket's landed about here and I'm sitting about 15-20 meters back from it. The lure goes in, it is one crank, and then bang, we are on. Without saying much more, this is my PB Bream.
Like on the fringe of how much drag I can put on this line. I can feel the line just going, I don't know. This is taking ages. It's because it's a good fish. That's why it's taking ages. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
How heavy? You reckon that's almost...
Yeah.
Jesus! Jesus!
Oh no, that's...
sure you can appreciate, I don't think the spike goes too badly at all. It'll stay in my tackle box, probably in the new color to be honest, but every time I open my tackle box and I see that, I'm gonna remember this awesome memory that it's created for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember the giveaway, stay safe, I'll see you next time.
You gotta watch this swim away, surely you gotta watch this swim away. That is epic. That is epic!